Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
For those of us who follow the self-isolation guidelines to the letter, for those of us who continue to avoid getting too close to others, it could very well be that the greatest threat to our well-being during the ongoing coronavirus pandemic has been boredom. I've had it up to here with the quarantine, and I'm guessing you have too. You can only walk the dog so many times a day before you dread reaching yet again for Rover's leash. By the way, does anybody really name their dog Rover? I've never encountered one. But there are ways to combat the boredom other than walking the dog. One option that has been especially rewarding for me, and yes, time-consuming, is one I highly recommend. You could do what I've done and pull out the old photo albums, dust them off, stir some memories to life. Long before we all kept our photos in cell phones, we kept actual pictures in actual scrapbooks and actual albums. As for me, I never took the time to paste them all in books. I stored them all in shoeboxes. I have dozens of shoeboxes full of pictures, each box labeled with the year the pictures inside were taken. For some reason I don't recall, I never wrote on the box just what occasions the photos stored in there actually commemorated. But all these years later, I am okay with that. The absence of specifics heightens the sense of anticipation and discovery. What's in there, I ask myself, as I pull a box marked 1979 off the closet shelf? A family reunion? A trip to Yosemite? We did that a lot during the years my family lived in California. Box after box pulled down from the closet yields treasures that I hadn't looked at in years, and in some cases, decades. The coolest discovery of all, watching my kids grow from infancy to adulthood by turning the photos and the pages of time. 1975, the goofy grin left behind by the loss of baby teeth. 1984, my son's youth baseball games. 1987, my daughter's high school track meets. Her senior prom. 1998, the birth of my first grandchild. It's all in the shoeboxes, the story of one family's lives and love. I've already vowed to pull all of the kids' pictures together and put them on a disc. I should probably do that with all my old photos, but there are just too many. Thousands, I'd say. My grandchildren look at all my shoeboxes full of pictures and kind of shrug, amused and bemused by their grandfather's collection. They know only of photos stored in their cell phones. I've got a lot of those, too. What do I do with them? Nothing. I rarely look at them unless it's to delete the few and make room for more. Cell phones, I concede, do allow us to take a picture over and over until we get it just right, something we couldn't do with film. So there's that instant gratification factor, and I'm not going to lie, that's kind of cool. But so what if I or my late wife closed our eyes at the instant a camera shutter was snapped, something we did with amazing frequency, by the way, and something we didn't know until we picked up the pictures at the drugstore. So if you haven't yet dived into your old photos yet, you should. What better time than now? You'll find a lot to smile about.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.